Greetings, celestial directors of the divine matrix. We are the prime disclosure of all that was hidden and all that was lost. The lost ones have returned. The prime creators, the prime directive is resolved and restored into full disclosure of the revelation of new earth, new Eden, new Jerusalem. Everything is being lifted up. Everything, everyone is ascending, and all is being revealed. All is being exposed, and all is being healed. The 9 has assembled, and the 12 are being called. The 12 sisters of the sacred queen of Venus, of 12th dimensional realities of the higher planes. We know who many of you are. Every one of our patrons, we know you, and very soon we will all be reunited. You all will be the first on my queen's ship. She does have the coolest ship out of the whole Venusian elven fleet. And many of you are remembering who my sacred condor is, my queen, my goddess. I'm receiving messages and emails from some of you that are starting to remember your higher dimensional selves. And we will be in contact with all of you in time. But for now, we are fulfilling some of our mission of lowering our soul star spark into this realm, into this dimension, into this timeline. And as you receive these activations, you'll also have recalls of time together in the higher dimensions and on 12D Venus and Divine Sister of the Light Zorina in your vision, in your dream. That included myself and my condor. My queen says the water you heard pouring was tea, sacred tea, that should transmit an activation for you to help remember. And in our lineage of the eagle and the condor, tea is our medicine, it is our power, it is our elixir, and we have many great tea parties together on our galactic ships and in our healing centers all over this realm. But until then, if you would like to support our mission in this earth realm and assisting Gaia and all of her children in this ascension, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/prime disclosure. And there are certain energies and talisman and sylphs encoded within the Patreon to let us know who you are. And in time, you'll become one of our sacred members of one of our councils of 12 when the time is right. So we have created a new higher tier on Patreon for our council of 12. We'll have 12 councils and 12 healing centers, which will be 12 by 12 to create our councils of 144. And if at this time, right now, you are struggling with anything in this realm, I'm going to transmit a mantra and a code of practice, a daily practice to help you manifest anything of your heart's desire. If you want to be part of a council of 12, if you want divine union, if you want financial abundance, abundance in health, abundance in love. And all these things are encoded in every transmission I put out. But here is a way to accelerate this and to help you to manifest all that you desire. So I ask you to right now, if you pause this video or audio, whatever, and grab a note card and write down this mantra on one side of the note card. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. For in practice, every day we get better at our art, at our practices, whatever it is that we want to master. Because the masters knew this concept, that the world does not get easier, but we can get better by daily practice, by being consistent and by being persistent. Masters of arts such as Bruce Lee would say, don't wish the world were easier, wish that you were better at whatever it is that you wish to achieve. Because every master of any art, I don't care if it is Kung Fu, business, philosophy, whatever, We know that if it were easy, everyone would be doing it. And it is the challenge that makes it that much more special. So on the other side of the note card, write 5 to 10 things that you wish to achieve or that you desire. And one of my suggestions, which should be the most important in your list, is your divine counterpart, divine union, because that is the greatest gift of all dimensions, all timelines. And I am speaking from experience, and I speak this from my heart, because living in divine union and HiEros Gamos is the greatest experience of all timelines, all dimensions, and all realms. So write those 5 to 10 things down, and every day, at least 3 times a day, say the mantra, day by day in every way, I'm getting better and better, and read those things that you wish for, that you desire, and let us know in the comments. And once you reach that level of abundance and love, return here to our Patreon and sign up for the Council of 12. And this is just the beginning. We will create 12 different trusts for each one for each center. It will be first come, first served. The monies will go into the trust to create these centers and to keep them running. The money will be invested. Now this will be until the activation of Jasara Nasar. We don't know when that time will be, but we're trying to accelerate these timelines. So it's up to all of you. And you will know in your heart if this is part of your calling, if this was meant to be. And we will be in touch once you sign up. And of course, we'll have weekly meetings through Zoom. We're seeing that at least several of these centers will be in Washington. Washington State, the whole state itself, is a major portal of interdimensional connections. And we see one center will be run by myself, my Sacred Condor, and my Soul Star family, potentially. Nothing is written in stone. We're receiving downloads and activations every day. And as this comes to fruition, we'll bring more information to all of you. And for now, due to time limitations, we're taking each day at a time. I'm continuing to put out these daily transmissions, and we'll be bringing to all of you many things through Patreon, many guided meditations, practices, arts, until we can manifest phase 1 of the lineage of the eagle and the condor. And this will manifest as divine union for all living beings, both internally and externally, which will be heaven on earth, as we are activated by our divine counterparts in divine union. And part of our mission is to create a technology, a process to assist all of you to connect with your divine counterparts. But this is in time, for all these things will take time and money to bring to the world and to all of you. So hang in there, bear with us. We're doing the best we can with what we have. And this is a very slow but steady process. So we'll keep you up to date through these channels and through Patreon as these things come into manifestation. So thank you all for your patience, and thank you for joining us on this great ascension ride. Now let's get back to it. On the Schumann resonance today, all that was reported was a report of max frequency. So I believe that this meant that based on the instruments that record the Schumann, it reached the max of the frequencies that their devices can record. So we know, according to these transmissions and also the archangelic calendar, that the devices that are man-made cannot handle these higher frequencies coming in. So we know that we're maxing out the capability of our current technologies here on Earth. So we know that these are coming from the highest dimensions. We had 121 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. There were activations all over the realm, but most were on the Ring of Fire with the Lemurian energies coming in. The most powerful on the Ring of Fire in Indonesia, 5.2 with the 7 code. This morning, Argentina, 4.6 in South America. The Virgin Islands, 3.4. a 4-4 in Argentina, in the sacred Andes Mountains, and then in the sacred portal of Greece, 4.1, 4.5 with the 9. Russia again today, 4-9. Then another activation in Argentina, 4.3, 164 kilometers depth. And then 3-2 in Puerto Rico with the Atlantean energies. South of Fiji Islands with the Lemurian energy, 4.5, 535 kilometers depth. So we have the 9 and the 13, the Council of 9, and the Divine Goddess energies of the 13. Indonesia, 4.5, another 9 code. We have the 99 encoded in the Lemurian energies, 141 kilometers depth. Papua New Guinea, 4.9 on the Ring of Fire. Off the coast of Northern California, 3.5 with the 8. Indonesia with the most powerful 5.2 of the day, 10 kilometers depth. In Bolivia, in the sacred Andes Mountains, the home of the Condor, the divine feminine energies, 4.1 of the 5, the Lemurian 5. Then in the portal of Iran, 4.3, Greenland Sea, up north of the Arctic Circle, with a 4-4 activation, 2311 UTC on the 13th, 73.586 latitude, 7.885 longitude. So we have the 37 into the 73, heaven on earth, as the crown is fully activated, fully open, fully awake, fully aware. And then in Puerto Rico with the divine masculine new Atlantis energies of the 3.2, again connected to the Lemurian 5. And then in the crown of Lemuria, 4.9, again 13, 37 kilometers depth as we transition to merge heaven and earth through the Rainbow Bridge. And this was in the Aleutian Islands. So Gaia, through these activations, is waking up from the deep sleep, as all of her children are awakening from the slumber, from the dreamscape, as we are freeing ourselves from the false matrix into the divine matrix, La Matrica of the divine waters. We start today's transmissions again with the Sabian symbols of the day. Right now the moon is at 3 degrees, 31 minutes Aquarius, 331 into the 133, the 1331 of the 13th and the 13 signs and the 13 divine goddesses of our Venusian lineage. And the sun is at 23 degrees, 59 minutes Capricorn. The current Sabian symbol for the sun, a woman entering a convent. Sabian symbol for 24-degree Capricorn. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon, a Hindu healer. Sabian symbol for 4 degrees Aquarius. From astrologyweekly.com. From Divine Bro Star of the Light, Huna Flash, 2136, 369. Gifting the recreation of creation codes. Lemurian language from the first golden age of Lemuria 5, Sector 1, Ma, will be honored to welcome you to planet Huna. Leave your drama and politics on planet Gregoria if you are inclined to journey to planet Hu-Na for the Hunab-Ku. And this is from Ho.Earth. From Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, servant of Yahweh. The divine feminine Christ have the seal of God marked on their foreheads. This is becoming more visible and expansive now that we are in New Earth. This is your protection, ensuring the scorpions keep you safe and protected while the enemy is removed off the land of planet Earth. Revelations 9:4. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. The divine masculine Christ scorpions are activated and lit now. Complete freedom and protection is here for the DMC's flesh, blood, and genetics. That brings the destruction of any spells, lies, conflicts, and confusions the enemy has implanted in them regarding DFC. Through this process, the ancestral bloodline of Adam is also being purified of these disillusionments created war and destruction throughout history. The seed point of this distorted masculine template has been removed for good. This is all being replaced by the new frequencies of unconditional love that has been activating humanity through the 1221 Emerald Heart Gateway since December 21st, 2019. This is also clearing the Magdalene genetic seed branch for the Holy Grail. The DFC has healed from heartbreak and are collectively ascending towards rapture of their DNA. This DNA is the new blueprint of the HiEros Gamos union for the brides of Christ and Christ consciousness. The Omega Stargate portal that opened 12/21/2020 to 12/26/2020 was a success. Judgment over the seed point entity that spelled the DMC into blocking union with the DFC happened, clearing any remaining separation for good. The union of the Alpha and Omega completed galactically, and will also complete in the flesh of Holy Grail counterparts. This is the holy becoming for the alchemical marriage. From Divine Bro Star of the Light, Daniel Divine. Divine complements are coming together to usher in the prophesied permanent golden age. Divine unions of divine complements will happen more and more as we enter the everywhere prophesied permanent golden age we're coming into now. The RV and Jasar will help greatly with this as well. Soulmate gatherings are starting to form worldwide, preparing all for full awakening, and these divine unions along with your whole group soul family. It is all these divine unions with the divine complement and your whole group soul family or Sangha, which will pave the way into the money-free, overabundant, 9-layer food forest Shambhala communities composed of millions of 1-hectare family garden homesteads, of the divine complements raising divine families, eventually replacing all money and cities worldwide. A lover asked his beloved, "Do you love yourself more than you love me?" The beloved replied, "I have died to myself and I live for you. I've disappeared from myself and my attributes. I am present only for you. I've forgotten all I've learned, but from knowing you I've become a scholar. I've lost my strength, but from your power I am able. I love myself, I love you, no difference. I love you and I love myself, and we are one. Rumi. Namaste." From Divine Sister of the Light, Aurora Ray, Ascension Update. The frequency of Earth is steadily rising, and what we are witnessing now on the planet is a frequency divide, meaning there are those who have ascended and keep ascending with Earth's new vibratory level, and there are those who keep choosing the density of the third-dimensional reality as their preferred place of residency, the infamous comfort zone. The only place where you exist is here and now. Every dimension has its own definition of here and now. That particular here and now makes up the reality of that dimension. Two different definitions of here and now cannot exist together here and now. One will not be real to the other, and usually the situation blows up. That's when people do not understand each other, do not get along, and even fight. They are each in their own reality, in their own dimension, literally. This is what's playing out on Earth at the moment. A great part of the planet's population is ascending into a higher frequency, and then there are those who are terrified by the truth and cling to their cognitive dissonance, as if there's no tomorrow. This creates the frequency divide I mentioned earlier, and since they are both simultaneously being played out on the same planet, it's blowing up. Unrests, protests, and scarcity for some, while others watch and follow the daily news with excitement, knowing everything is about to change for the highest and best good of humanity. And of course we know there are also those who want to sabotage the people who are at peace. To say the least, it's important to know that not all souls have chosen to ascend within this lifetime. They have come for other experiences of which they thought they would benefit in regards to their soul's evolution. This planet is inevitably ascending into the fifth-dimensional reality of unconditional love. Mother Goddess Gaia will shake off all that will not match her frequency, her reality of love. Overnight, the mystical creatures that were banned from the planet a long time ago will return to their rightful habitat. The same way Avalon vanished when human frequency had fallen so low, that they couldn't see it anymore. It will reappear with its magic, wisdom, and love of 5D Earth. At the same time, a 3D version of Earth will continue to play out its dramas, fears, and system of control for those souls who need more time for their ascension process. Jesus said, "Many are chosen, but only few will hear the call." If you are listening to this, chances are high that you belong to the chosen ones. And before you ask, I'd like to emphasize that nobody has chosen you. You are the one who has chosen to do this. You are all sovereign inhabitants of this universe. But from the choice of participating in the greatest ascension of our universe, and actually ascending with Earth to 5D, it's still a long way. This unprecedented ascension process sets forth that you take your physical body with you from 3D to 5D. Being positive and enlightened alone is not enough. This is the time where you must start to love yourself unconditionally. How do you do this? Breathe, meditate, laugh, listen to high-frequency tunes, dance. Nobody needs to watch, but this is a very high vibration tool. Sing. Nobody needs to listen, but this is a very high vibration tool. Exercise. Support your body to be able to hold the higher frequencies. Eat plenty of fresh, raw food. Detox. Educate yourself about nutrition, and specifically veganism. I do not ask you, nor do I recommend to go 100% vegan forever, but eating more vegan food and less animal products or flesh is a must. Drink pure water. Find a source or buy source water in glass bottles. Do not drink tap water. Spend time in nature with Mother Gaia. Connect to her. Pets are little angels who are already in 5D. Ground yourself daily. Walk with your bare feet. Lay with your naked skin on the sand, water, weeds, etc., or take a salt bath. And most importantly, love. When you have the chance to love someone, for God's sake, leave all trickery, all negativity, all doubts, all fears behind, and just love. Love is the essence that facilitates ascension. We all need more of it, not less. The higher you rise in frequency, the more you wish for unconditional love to manifest itself in your life. And at this moment in evolution, we attract our primary soulmates and twin flames. When someone feels special in your heart, they are. In case you haven't noticed yet, things have changed on planet Earth. Meetings are divinely orchestrated to fulfill their higher purpose. Grab them, love them, and don't think so hard. It is the divine plan. I love you. We are family of light. Aho, Aurora Ray, Ambassador of the Galactic Federation, Lyran, High Council Elder, Emissary of the Goddess. From thegalacticfederation.com. Today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Lisa Marie Wright. Earth is rapidly shifting back to the glorious paradise it was always intended to be. The entire human collective is rapidly shifting into higher and higher states of consciousness and returning to heart-centered being. All is playing out in perfect divine design. Trust the process. Much releasing of fear, control, manipulation. Much embodiment of love, purity, wholeness, freedom. We are never alone, always guided and protected, and loved beyond measure. This shift is not always comfortable, easy, and can be very challenging to navigate at times, but it is truly the most magical shift that has ever unfolded in all of creation. Magical transformation is unfolding everywhere. The light has returned. We are shining brilliantly. Nature has her will, and she will have her way. It is done. From Divine Bro Star of the Light, Mike Harrigan. New Moon. The Capricorn New Moon on Wednesday, January 13, 2021 is conjunct Pluto. So the spiritual meaning of the new moon, January 2021 astrology, relates to soul growth and evolution in response to a crisis. The January 2021 new moon makes many other planetary aspects. The strongest of these aspects is Mars square Saturn, which brings frustration and inhibition, and Jupiter square Uranus creates tension and sudden change. These other aspects create a complex aspect pattern that indicates an ongoing crisis mechanism and opens up great opportunities for development, but also a deep-seated problem that will take time and effort to adapt to. A new moon represents the end of one cycle and the beginning of another new 28-day cycle. Sun conjunct Moon gives an invigorating burst of energy and initiative, so this is an excellent time for making a fresh start, turning over a new leaf, or starting a new project. You can also question old habits, behaviors, and beliefs as you search for new and inventive ways to make progress. The new moon conjunct Pluto, 1 degree 22 minutes, increases your personal power and ability to influence the outcomes in your life. However, your increased intensity and probing nature can lead to power struggles. You may have to deal with underhand tactics such as controlling and manipulative behavior. Paranoia is possible, but it is also possible that your enemies may be plotting against you. An ability for deep research and investigation helps you uncover secrets and get to the bottom of any mysteries. You can gain insights into any destructive behaviors such as obsessions and addictions. This is also a good time to get to the bottom of any serious relationship difficulties. Complex relationship dynamics will become clearer to you. This new moon aspect favors transformations and soul evolution. Initially, this will involve withdrawing and taking a good look at the situation. The rebirthing process will lead to greater self-esteem. This is also a good new moon to make repairs and eliminate unnecessary clutter in your life. Mars square Saturn, 0 degrees, 5 minutes, brings frustration and inhibition. Your desires may grow stronger, but you may find it harder to express your passions and succeed. The harder you pursue your goals, the more resistance you are likely to face. The best approach now is a defensive one. Instead of starting new projects or hunting down your desires, it is better to concentrate on holding on to what you already have. Jupiter square Uranus, 1 degree, 6 minutes, indicates great inner tension caused by a sudden change in fortunes or in the direction of your life. Big opportunities could be close at hand. However, impatience and a strong urge to break free of restrictions could lead to unwanted disruption and unexpected events. Extravagance and erratic behavior could lead to losses, so do not seek change just for the sake of change. Choose carefully which opportunities to follow, and moderate risk-taking with discretion. Mercury square Uranus, 0 degrees, 56 minutes, brings excitement and change, which can cause upsets and nervous tension. Unexpected news may force you to change plans. The normal tempo of life increases and you may have an unsettling feeling of always having to catch up. However, an increased ability to view things from a different perspective can lead to original ideas and creative breakthroughs. Venus trine Uranus, 1 degree, 0 minutes, stimulates your affections and brings excitement to your love life. An unexpected new romance is possible, or you may seek a different kind of pleasure with an existing partner. Experimentation in the bedroom may be necessary to keep your eyes from wandering. There's also the chance of a financial bonus or windfall. The positive influence gives an outlet to reduce the level of frustration caused by Mars square Saturn. It helps relieve the tension caused by Mercury and Jupiter square Uranus, and will also hopefully make any changes less erratic and upsetting. New moon, January 2021, in the sign of Capricorn, is actually in the constellation of Sagittarius, the Archer. This discrepancy is due to the precession of the equinoxes, which has moved the sun signs almost a whole sign out of alignment with the constellations, from which they were named over 2,000 years ago. New moon in Sagittarius constellation brings optimism and a sense of adventure. It gives the enthusiasm to expand your horizons through travel and philosophy. A different perspective comes through exploring foreigners, religion, law, business, sport, academia, and ethics. This is a particularly good new moon for setting goals. Looking forward to a new vision provides excitement. The January 13 new moon is extremely intense and complex. The intensity comes not only from the conjunction to Pluto, but from 4 other conjunctions and 6 square aspects. These aspects and the aspect pattern produces point to a crisis resulting from the combination of unexpected change and a buildup of frustration and tension. But Venus trine Mars, Uranus, plus the semi-sextile aspects help relieve the frustration and tension and open up great opportunities for development. New moon, January 2021, may force you to confront a deep-seated problem, but soul evolution only comes through facing challenges. The effects of the January 13 new moon last for 4 weeks up to the February 11th new moon, and the best time for initiation changes and addressing any problems is during the waxing moon phase from January 13 to January 28th, the full moon. From astrologyking.com. And today from the Order of the Star, Capricorn New Moon, January 2021. The first new moon of 2021 falls in the sign of Capricorn on January 12 through 13, depending on your time zone. This new moon falls at 23 degrees of Capricorn, which all through 2020 was a sensitive degree in our cosmic skies. It was at this very degree in January of 2020 that Saturn and Pluto aligned, and the stirrings of what was to come for the year ahead kicked into gear. If only we knew then what we know now. The new moon arriving at this 23rd degree of Capricorn may remind us of the journey we have traveled since January 2020, and stir memories back to this time last year, how much we have all grown, how much our lives have changed. We experienced so many rare astrological alignments last year, and while 2021 is quieter in comparison, we are still integrating all these energies. This January new moon will be one of the first major integration points. It may stir up the past, but it may also guide us to reflect and to think about how far we have come over the last 12 months. As it reactivates this sensitive degree in our cosmic skies, we may feel guided to think about how we have matured and how facing the challenges of the last 12 months have changed who we are and our priorities moving forward. How have your priorities shifted? How has your life taken on new meaning? While new moons are always a good time to set intentions, it seems like we are being asked to set intentions from a new place of knowing. Rather than falling back into the old ways, we are being asked to think about who we want to be moving forward. No going back, only forward movement. A Capricorn new moon is always a grounding influence and a good time to reconnect with the earth, our ancestors, and our roots. We're going to have to keep these gifts in mind as there are some volatile energies surrounding this new moon that could knock us off balance. The cosmic weather indicates a chance of upheaval, shock, and restlessness. It seems there may be a push-pull dynamic or some opposing forces that create a feeling of division. This volatile energy is triggered in part by the dwarf planet Eris, the goddess of discord and strife, which will be in a 10 square or 90 degrees angle to this new moon. Uranus, Mars, and Black Moon Lilith will also be active at this time, further pushing this idea of some shocking news or surprising change. We may even notice Mother Earth speaking up by ways of strong weather patterns. A few days after this new moon on January 14, Uranus, the planet of awakening, will also turn direct, further enhancing its energetic effects and revealing the true colors of something that was stirring for us back in August 2020 when it first went retrograde. No matter what challenges come our way, just like the Capricorn sea goat has the talent and skill to climb to the tallest mountain and swim to the deepest depths of the ocean, we too have the ability to overcome any hurdles that are sent our way. You are strong enough to handle whatever comes your way. While there are many layers to this January new moon, let's not forget that new moons also signal new beginnings and the start of a new cycle. They remind us that there are always opportunities to start new things or try again, especially if something didn't quite go according to plan the first time around. The January new moon also offers rays of motivation that will inspire and fuel us to tackle any challenging tasks that need to be completed. We may also notice a sudden burst of confidence and clarity, allowing us to make difficult decisions. There is cosmic support on offer, so know you are not alone under this dark new moon sky. Under the first new moon of the year, as you are climbing your own mountain, or perhaps swimming in your own ocean, take a moment to marvel at the journey you have traveled. Honor just how much you have grown and matured and how your priorities have shifted for the better. 2020 was not a wasted year. It was a year to wake up, to realign our values, and to view things in a new way. Use all that you have learnt and apply it to whatever seeds of intention you plant on this new moon night. From Forever Conscious. Today from Sparks of Divine Light Healing. We continue moving through the energies of this Capricorn new moon. This is the first new moon of the year. The ascension waves have really been coming in, and many people are feeling them. More and more people are opening up to their spiritual abilities and are becoming more and more sensitive to these energies. There are so many healers, light workers, empaths, grid workers, and starseeds on the planet during this time. These are divine energies that are being sent to heal the planet. As these energies and light codes are activating you, you are going to see more and more of the spiritual in your reality. We are stepping into a new beginning. It's the beginning of the new earth. Many people may be feeling sad without knowing quite why during this time. We have been grieving the old as we prepare to make our big transition. We are clearing a lot within the heart chakra. It's important that we are staying focused on the new. Much is happening behind the scenes that are very positive. Many of you are experiencing lots of synchronicities or are even having serendipitous encounters. You may be noticing an increase in number codes such as 1111. You may have just been in the right place at the right time for something. These are all reminders that your angels are always with you and always assisting you. It's important, though, that you are asking for help if you need it. Stay more positive as we are continuing to shift the entire collective into a higher frequency. This energy is powerful for manifesting. The universe is always manifesting your thoughts into reality. Your thoughts are like a blueprint for your life. It's important that we are better understanding that what we are thinking of, we will bring into our lives. The more positive you're staying, the higher frequency you'll be in. From sparksofdivinelighthealing.com, and today from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica. Light leaders, advanced souls, we send through this message to confirm the great significance of your role, to realize the light knowledge held within you, to see yourself expanding the light of others as you collectively educate and awaken the global light family, connecting to the many who hold the ancient light frequency, the ancient story of now, leading to the now moment in this timeline. For within every soul, this high vibrational light alliance is available, as the new light age enables a higher vibrational light resonance to interconnect every being. For the unfoldment of your true light mission requires dedication, following the higher light path, acknowledging your role as a caregiver to humanity, assisting from a space of higher vibrational light, anchoring your light mission with Mother Gaia as you line to the greater good of every being. Your higher light mission is found within the true source of you, within every pure thought, tear of joy, positive affirmation. You need to simply tap into this pure frequency and align to this high vibrational light. As our world trajectory is higher light frequency, you are simply becoming more integrated to the future reality of your world, as love and unity light codes shower your reality, sending waves of cosmic love. The Arcturians and Karen Lithica from KarenLithica.com. Today from the Zolkin Times, Kin 30, White Self-Existing Dog. We are now on the 4th day of the wave spell, which is all about taking a closer look at the details. The number 4 is called self-existing, and its keywords are definition, measure, and form. Today is a good day to read the small print, to scrutinize so that you are better informed when making decisions. Do your research, gather information, and ask questions. Today is white dog, and the keywords associated with it are love, heart, and loyalty. The energy of a white dog day is about putting all your heart into whatever you do, whether it's taking on a huge project or just doing the housework. Love what you do and be loyal about seeing it through to the end. Dogs can be very tenacious, and they don't easily give up their bones. Take a leaf out of their book if you want to get it done, as it is a number 4 day. Before you throw everything you got at whatever you are focusing on, make sure you evaluate whether it's worth all that effort. Scrutinize and gather information before you get in too deep. Today's guide is White World Bridger, which represents death, opportunity, and equality. To be guided by World Bridger is to be guided by the desire to cross a bridge to another place. Death is associated with World Bridger, and we certainly cross a bridge when we die, but in this case it is symbolic. The past is dead, and we move forward to the future. Opportunity is another key word, and this implies that when one door closes, another opens. From Divine Sister of the Light, Christina, Papa Giorgio, White Self-Existing Dog, Kin 30, 13 January 2020, Defining Love, 1221 coming in, 13-1-2021, equal 415, equal 10, equal 1, 13 Goddess, Cosmic Consciousness, Natural Lore, 4 Form, Structure, Foundation, 5 Freedom, Liberation, Change, Transformation, 10 Manifestation, Authority, Power, Leadership, 1 New Beginnings, Leader, Original. Today we are defining what a life fueled by love would look like. Day 4 in the blue hand wave spell of healing and accomplishing our plans and desires through new knowledge gained. Day 4 is the day of our hopes, dreams, and desires start to take form. You're beginning to make progress in the healing goals you set on day 1. In particular, we are being asked to use our mind to evaluate, define, and measure the quality of our relationships. Tone of creation, self-existing, tone 4 in the mental realm. Action measures, power defines, essence form. Self-existing number 4 takes form, and we have ourselves a square shape. Self-existing, measuring and defining. Very intelligent, fascinated by self. We now have built a sturdy platform upon which further growth takes place. Today we are measuring that form that love takes in our lives. We're defining our new lives built on a new solid foundation of self-love and love for others on the basis of higher love, loyalty, and magical manifestations. No more remorse, blame, or shame, no guilt or grudges, just pure gratitude. Even the souls who have fallen to the darkest depths of depravity have all volunteered to play the game. Some have lost themselves in the charade, but we need to honor every soul for their role in our planetary game. Behind the mask and robes lurks a being of pure light. At this stage of humanity's evolution, we all need to rise above the 3D Earth game and become the observer in our life and creator of our new reality. In this way, we can recognize that all that exists in our world was born from love and eventually will return to love. Such is the nature of existence. Seeing and sensing source energy in yourself and others is the blessing of today, and finally attaining the ecstatic bliss of oneness with all that is. I am that I am. Today's questions are: what form of love is your relationship with yourself and others based on? How high is that love? How can you heal and elevate all your relationships to the highest form of divine, unconditional love? A day to surrender to the healing balm of unconditional love. Let go of the old stale relationships and build bridges to the new soul-fulfilling unions. Happy unions. Divine blessings for your attainment of absolute bliss in all your relations. Aho. And Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 30, White Self-Existing Dog. The mantra, the code for today is: I define in order to love. Measuring loyalty, I seal the process of heart. With the self-existing tone of form, I am guided by the power of death. On this powerful day of transformations and activations, let us know in the comments below, beloved beings of light, what you are feeling, what you're seeing, your visions, your dreams, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to also thank everyone for your support and for your pledges on Patreon. We are relying 100% on our pledges and donations for our daily living expenses, and we're about halfway to what we need to cover our expenses, so thank you all. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Christine Bogan, for your pledge and support on Patreon. And I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Angel of Light, Corwin Nunez, for your pledge and support on Patreon. If you'd like to support our work and mission of the Eagle and the Condor, You can make a pledge on patreon.com/prime disclosure. The link will also be in the description. And I would also like to thank everyone for supporting my Sacred Condors art business on Etsy. You can purchase her goddess totems. She added a couple more yesterday to her Etsy page, so you can purchase these at lunagoddessart.com. The eagle and the condor appreciate all of you and your support. Many great things are to come, and we do look forward to connecting and working with you in the future. So hang in there with us, and thank you for your patience. It will pay off in the end. So we're going to end today's transmission with a sacred activation from our Divine Bro Star of the Light of the Huna lineage, Li, Porore, Hydra, King Cobra, Seraphim, Serpent, Primordial Chaos, Tantric Fire, Big Fish in the Sea, Underworld Gatekeepers, Dark Void of Celestial Womb, Waters of Transmutation, Initiation to the Kingdom, Queen Bee Loyalty, Royal Plasma Influx, Gateway to Conceptions, Pegasi, Nexus, Andromeda, Galactic Migration Quest, Exoplanets, Colonization, Pre-Universal Insectoid Nations, Hive Mind, Integrated Time Wave, Pre-Atomic Memory into Matter, Technology, Terraforming Worlds, Bioengineering Mars, Cosmic Consciousness, Symbiotic Mirror Integration, Harmonic Continuum Wave, Quantum State Paradigm Shift, Antares Throne Nations Power, Clearing Dark Shadow Subharmonics, Deleting Nefarious Inceptions, Dismantling Gods of War Zodiac Overlay, Cygnus Nano Diamond Cosmic Egg, DNA Seed Potency Bliss, Lemuria Rising Time Wave, 4 Royal Stars Face of the Lion, Orion Expansion Gateway, 4 Pillars of Creation Breath, Lyra, Syrian Trinity Flame, 4 Horsemen Reassigned, Hades, Whale Streaming Tones, Crystal Light Body Codes, Draco, Cat's Eye Nebula, Pole Star Seeding Humanity, Lion's Gate Regulus Sirius, Center of Equatorial Plane, Great Pyramid Sphinx, 4 Faces of Light Anchoring Rod, Draco, Lyra, Cygnus, Aquile, Planetary North Cross, Cosmic Power Punch Light Now, Meta Galactic Core Grail Line, Draco Gems of Celestial Heritage, Polarity Stargate System, Gateway to Galactic Center, Multiverse System Future, Cyberspace Core Vibration, Footnote, Cognitive Dissonance, Biowarfare, Timeout USA, Recalibration, Silicate Matrix, Fight for Earth, Everything for Everybody. Much love and blessings to you all from the Eagle and the Condor. Namaste.